SunnBunn here. Today we are going to continue this video series. If Pokemon were real, who would you choose to be on your team in real life? I've already done Gen 1, Gen 2, and Mythical Legendary Pokemon. Today is Gen 3, the Hoenn Region. The rules for me, and for you if you want to do a video response or comment down below, are no Legendary, no Mythical, and now in Gen 3 we have some repeat Pokemon in the Pokédex, so no repeats. If they were introduced in Gen 1 or Gen 2, they are out of the running. You cannot consider them for your Gen 3 team. Alright, Pokemon number 1 is Altaria.
Dragon flying, but changes to Dragon Fairy when Mega evolved. The humming Pokemon. This beautiful Pokemon soars gracefully with its cloud-like wings and sings and hums often. If it bonds with a person, it will gently envelope them with its soft wings and hum, which happens to be something that I do too. Altaria's voice is very special. Not only is it beautiful to hear, but it induces a dreamy state for those who hear it. This voice can also be used to attack foes, changing from beautiful and entrancing to shrill and merciless. If I had an Altaria, we would sing many songs together.
Pokemon number 2 is Gardevoir.
Psychic fairy type that can Mega evolve. The Embrace Pokemon. Gardevoir can see the future using its psychic abilities. It can also create black holes, small ones, distort dimensions, and support its own self without feeling the force of gravity. Gardevoir is most powerful when protecting its trainer, even willing to risk their life unleashing maximum psychokinetic energy. Having a Pokemon who can keep me out of harm's way would be great. Ideally, sacrificing themselves won't be necessary.
Pokemon number 3 is Aggron.
Aggron, steel rock type that changes to only steel when Mega evolved. The Iron Armor Pokemon. I find Aggron super interesting. They have their own battle culture. The more gouges in its armor that it has, the more that Aggron has battled. It shows off its battle scars with pride. Aggron fiercely defends its territory, which would provide a great sense of security. If its environment is damaged by fire or flood, it will restore that location by bringing in fresh topsoil and planting new trees. Aggron's horns, which are sharp enough to cut through steel and are used as a weapon, keep growing as Aggron ages. It also digs tunnels through bedrock, so we'd have so many secret hideouts and getaway tunnels.
Pokemon number 4 is Explode.
Normal type, the loud noise Pokemon. Explode has many tubes on its head, back, arms, and tails. With these tubes, it draws in air to bellow so strongly that it triggers earthquakes and can be heard from over 6 miles away. Knowing this, I'd convince Explode to throw an epic dance party with me, because it usually only uses the loud volumes during battle. Or perhaps we just make it a dance battle.
Pokemon number 5 is Metagross.
Steel psychic type that can Mega evolve. The Iron Leg Pokemon. Metagross is made of 2 Metang fused together, which also gives Metagross a total of 4 brains. Because of all the intricate connections and the number of brains, Metagross is able to perform complex calculations and is more intelligent than a supercomputer. It uses this intelligence to analyze its opponents during battles. Metagross is also super strong. It pins down its victims using its 4 claws, and then uses its large mouth and teeth to chew them to pieces and consume them. So smart and vicious. Did you know that Metagross's power grows stronger if living in a cold environment? Further indication that Metagross is the one for me, I think.
Pokemon number 6 is Swampert.
Water ground type that can Mega evolve. The Mudfish Pokemon. Swampert is so incredibly strong that it can drag a boulder weighing more than a ton. It's also even faster than a boat jumper and has excellent eyesight. Swampert has the neat ability to predict when storms are coming. When a storm does start heading in, it will pile boulders up to protect its nest, which happens to usually be on a pretty beach. With Swampert on my team, I know it would just take a couple of storms to roll through and my dream of having a castle with a moat will be realized.
Alright, so that is my team if Pokemon were real, and I'd fill my team up with just Gen 3 Pokemon. Now, this was hard for me too, but for the opposite reason that Gen 2 was. I wanted all the Pokemon. I could easily fill 2 teams of 6. It was really difficult for me to narrow it down to only 6. So let me know how you would fill your team of Hoenn Region Pokemon down below in the comments. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!